Hey guys, welcome to this week's episode of Fangirls Only. This week our special guest is Clare Girnus.
Hi, how are
I'm good, how are you?
you?
I'm sorry for
Good.
all the confusion and stuff.
Oh no, you're totally fine. My schedule's crazy too.
Okay, so before we start, do you want to tell us a little about yourself?
Yeah, so my name is Claire. I'm a trained actress and a content creator on TikTok. And I love to make POVs and skits. I like to make things that kind of like represent experiences that I went through growing up or I'm currently going through, and like things that I've seen my friends go through. I kind of just want to create content, I guess, that my viewers can see themselves in, and then also create content that kind of reflects an ideal world. Like I have a nice rich girl series and like a nice popular girl series, which are like things that I wish that I had growing up.
Your TikToks are like living on my For You page
Oh!
every, every day. Okay, so we'll just get started with the questions now. So the first question is, what this? Oh my god, sorry. Describe
Oh,
your
you're so good.
describe your TikTok content in 3 words.
Mm, energetic. Um, Hopefully fun and a little crazy sometimes.
Love that. Okay, so do you plan on doing social media for the rest of your life? And if you don't, what are you planning on doing?
I hope to keep doing social media for the rest of my life. Maybe not as like an all day, everyday thing, but it's definitely my passion to create content and to act. So acting has always been my big thing. I just graduated college with a theater degree. So it's always acting, whether that is on social media or whether that is in somebody else's project, like a film or on stage. I do both. But social media is definitely like the main bulk of the work that I do. And I love it because it's very much like when you're creating your own content, you get to make the story yourself
Oh, yeah.
versus when you're in somebody else's project, you're kind of like at at their whim, at their story. So it is so fun to just kind of create my own community.
You like get to be your own like director, producer, filmer,
Exactly.
like
Yeah.
on everything. Okay, so how long does it usually take you to come up with TikTok ideas and to make the TikTok? The whole
So
process.
people are always like watching me, like when I have like friends, I'll like have my little journal and I just like write down the ideas so fast. Like they just pop into my brain. So the ideas is always the quick part. And I always say like, I wonder if there will come a day that I don't just sit down with a piece of paper and come up with ideas. Hopefully that day will not come. But that's how the ideas work. And then I find the little like green screen backgrounds, which takes like a good 15 minutes because I'm very picky about my green screen backgrounds. um, and then the actual, I do script everything beforehand. And that's like the bulk of the time. That can take like 30 minutes per TikTok.
Oh,
And
wow.
then the actual filming, I usually do like one hit wonders. Like I'll do each line like one time. If I mess it up, I'll do it 2 times. But like by that point, I've like said the script in my brain so many times that I know exactly what I'm going for. So that's usually quick.
Love that. Okay, so how long have you been doing social media for?
So I've been doing TikTok since like August 2020. It's like a year and a half.
Oh, wow.
But hypothetically, I've been doing social media since I was 10. I had like a little hamster YouTube channel
Wow.
and I would make videos like every single day. I was obsessed with my hamsters. I wanted them to be famous. And they had some fans, they were cute. This is now making me want to get another hamster, honestly, just talking about them. Love them. Yeah, so I did that. I did some makeup videos on YouTube growing up. I think I just like watched and was enamored with so many YouTubers, and I was like, oh, that would be so much fun. Um, I even did a little bit of like ASMR on YouTube, just like maybe 4 years ago, but like that didn't really stick. I liked the acting element of that, but it wasn't me. And then I found TikTok over quarantine and I was like, this is me. So
Yeah, like a bunch of social media influencers, like especially like during the pandemic, they like blew up. Like I'm seeing like all these like new influencers just like blowing up over the pandemic.
that's so true. Yeah. Cause everyone was just home with their phones.
Okay. So do you have any favorite memories that TikTok has like given you, or any favorite memories just like being on social media?
I love going live. I try to go live every day. And that's probably where like my best interactions with followers happen. Like sometimes I'm just like having a bad day and then somebody will just write something random in the chat like, I asked out my crush today and they said yes. And I'm like, heck yes, bestie. We love that for you. So that's just always the best. I love just like any comments where people like are excited or like whenever somebody like tags their friend and they go like, this is so us. That's like my favorite because I'm like, wow, somebody like sees themselves in their work. That's always the best.
Okay, so what's your favorite part about being an influencer?
I would just like circle back to like follower interactions. Like that really is, I feel like the reason that everybody does social media is like to make a connection. So
Yeah.
I think anytime that like a comment like says that like one of my videos resonated with someone or anything like that. Even this one time, this was like crazy to me. I posted like you run into the nice popular girl at the mall. Like that was the POV. And some like grown woman commented, this reminds me of my friend that I met in the 80s. And this TikTok made me reach back out to her. I haven't talked to her in years. Thank you. And I was like,
That's so
stop.
sweet.
So
That's
that's
like
the
me crying. Oh my god. Okay, so do you have any crazy opportunities that TikTok is giving you? If you can talk about that.
I don't know anything crazy, crazy. I mean, even to be able to do like TikTok as a job is kind of crazy. Um, I don't know like anything super wacky. It is always crazy when like somebody that I've followed for a long time ends up like following me back. I'm like,
That happened to
whoa,
me recently.
you know I exist.
That happened to me like so much. Like Zoe Librand randomly followed me one day. I was like, okay, cool, cool.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Okay, so who's your inspiration for acting or just being an influencer?
Hmm. I mean, I guess it's more like real people, like people that I know rather than anyone that's like famous. Like it is just like my friend will say something and I'll be like, that's what I'm gonna make a POV about or whatever. Or even like for acting, like you can look at celebrities and you can look at whatever, but like that one person in your drama class who's so good is always going to be the person that you like aspire to be just because like there's that proximity with them. You see them every day and you're like, whoa, I actually get to see like the behind the scenes and like see you work. But that being said, like my favorite POV creator is Call Me Chris. I love her. I
Oh
watch
my
her
god.
religiously.
Yes. Okay. So what's the hardest part about being an influencer?
hmm. It okay. There's like a weird pressure to work all the time. Because when you're working from your phone, it's like I could be just like scrolling on Instagram, whatever, and then I'll be like, I could make an Instagram story right now. I could do that. And so I've been trying really hard to like set limits with myself that like I will only create content from 9 to 5 and then we're done. We're not making anything else. But it's hard because I'm very much like instant gratification based, where like if I have an idea, I want to do it right then and there. And like if I'm like with my friends or like out somewhere and I like see something that I want to take a picture with, I'll just be like, I can't stop everything to take a picture, but then I feel like guilty for not working. So that's the hardest thing for me.
So this is the last question. In what age did you realize that you wanted to do social media?
Well, I guess very, very young if we count the YouTube videos. But the time that I realized that it could be like a career, like something that I really did every single day, was probably like not this past Christmas, but 2 Christmases ago. That was right when I hit like 100K followers, which like was insane to me. I remember my mom like made me this cake that said Gummy Clare on it. And we were just like, what is life? What is 100K people? And it was just like beyond like anything my mind had ever comprehended. And then I was home from college because of like quarantine, but that next semester I went back into school, and like people on like that I was living with, or like we would go out to eat, and like friends of friends would be like, oh my gosh, I've seen your TikToks. And I was like,
Oh,
wait, what? And that's where it set in that I was like, oh, like I do this for a living. Okay, that makes sense. And then I don't know, like that was such a good realization for me to like be able to do something that I'm passionate about for a job.
it's like, okay, I do this now. Oh, I do it now. Yeah. So that was all the questions. So thank you so much for coming on. It was great having you.
Yeah, of course. Thank you so much for having me.
No problem.
Of course. Thank you. Have a great night.
You too.
Bye.
Bye. Fangirls out.